A daylight trail camera photo captures a quiet forest scene, sunlight filtering through tall pines and scattering across the underbrush. Near the top right corner of the frame, a large, dark figure appears to be striding between the trees. Though the image is somewhat blurry, the shape stands out sharply against the bright background. Tall, broad-shouldered, and seemingly upright. Its long, shadowy form resembles the classic silhouette of a Bigfoot, caught mid-step as it moves through the woods, giving the otherwise peaceful scene an eerie sense of mystery. A nighttime trail camera capture shows a dimly lit patch of forest, illuminated only by the camera's infrared glow. In the foreground, a deer stands tense and alert, its body angled as if mid-step, ears raised in clear distress. Just behind it, partially obscured by trees, looms a tall, dark figure. The shape is large and upright, its outline vaguely humanoid, but indistinct in the grainy darkness. The figure's presence seems to linger just at the edge of the frame, giving the eerie impression of a Bigfoot-like creature, silently watching from the shadows, while the deer freezes in fear. A man stands alone in the dark woods, gripping a flashlight as its narrow beam cuts through the trees. Suddenly, haunting, eerie howls echo from deep within the forest, rising and falling like distant cries. He freezes, listening, as the unsettling sounds drift closer through the night.
It's starting to get dark now, and I'm still hearing them damn noises. Take it a little bit. It's starting to get dark now, and I'm still hearing them damn noises. Take it a little bit.
A trail camera deep in the woods near Connorsville captured a series of brief, low-light shots in late 2024. At 3:27 and 3:28 a.m., the camera recorded a tall, broad-shouldered figure striding through the frame. Partially obscured by darkness and dense trees, the silhouette appears covered in dark hair and shows a distinctly upright, human-like gait. Details that have led some to suggest it might be a Bigfoot. The images are grainy and inconclusive, but they've stirred plenty of curiosity.
Breaking Bigfoot news. Connorsville Sasquatch purported to be captured on game camera just a couple of days ago. Josh Banker writes RMSO Managed Media, posting the following game camera footage and stating, "I literally don't have the words. I went to check the trail cameras this morning, and I think I caught a freaking Sasquatch. Neighbors said that they have heard weird screams at night. I mean, I thought it was just deer outside making the dogs bark all night. Well, no more going to the woods without my 45. It's in Connorsville, Indiana." Josh shared some photos of what the surrounding area looks like during the daytime. We enlarged the subject by 120% and enhanced the lighting to get a better look. Not saying this is Bigfoot captured on this guy's trail camera in Indiana. However, Jeff Adams did share some amazing Bigfoot tracks he documented in southeast Indiana and some
Franco from the YouTube channel. Franco TV ventures deep into the wooded areas of Argentina, documenting his late-night exploration. As he moves through the dense forest, he begins hearing unsettling noises, distant snaps, low calls, and eerie vocalizations echoing between the trees. The strange sounds leave him on edge, adding an intense, mysterious atmosphere to his investigation.
Supposed to be going to is right over here. See that trees all the way down there? That's the forest, in which is the most haunted area throughout this whole little Skinwalker Valley. So I've made it out towards the forest line area, right over here, and I did find something interesting. It was a pathway inside to the forest area. Stuff moving the further in the forest I go in. Could be coyotes, it could be animals, I don't know. But I keep hearing something in this direction. What the hell is that? I got something in the distance back there. Fuck, there's something back there. I'm gonna check the sides in case somebody's hiding on the side. What the hell is that? What the fuck was that? Fuck that shit. Oh, I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. There's cockroaches everywhere. I hear something faint in the distance. I don't know if you guys could hear it. I just heard a man. What the fuck was that? Listen. Fucking shit. What the fuck was that? The hell is this? I have my knife out because if it is an animal that comes running out, I'd rather kill it than it bite me and I get rabies. Holy shit. See, I'm literally just hearing what sounds like movement. What the fuck was that? I'm gonna switch to my other camera, my psionics. Listen. Listen. I don't know what that is. Listen. It sounds like it's coming from here. Oh shit. Something moved in the bushes. I have to get into from the forest somehow. What the fuck is that? But I hear footsteps again coming from the forest. I got footsteps. Coming from the forest. Right here. I can hear it.
While hiking alone along a quiet forested ridge, a traveler paused to take in the scenery, only to feel the unmistakable sensation of being watched. Turning toward a cluster of trees, the hiker caught sight of a towering, hairy humanoid figure, standing motionless beside a thick trunk. Startled, they managed to snap a single photo before the figure shifted back into the shadows. The image shows a tall, broad shape covered in dark hair, its outline unmistakably upright and human-like. Though the encounter lasted only a few seconds, the eerie stillness of the figure and the remote setting left the hiker deeply unsettled, unsure of what exactly they had witnessed. During one of his nighttime outings, Jake, from Encountering Bigfoot, spots movement among a cluster of trees and quickly starts recording a video on his phone. The camera captures a dark, humanoid figure standing between the trunks, its shape tall, shadowed, and hard to make out. Though the footage is blurry, the figure's outline is intriguing enough to spark curiosity and debate among viewers. Another one from Jake, from Encountering Bigfoot, as he steps out into the woods near his home with only his phone in hand, hoping to capture the strange activity he's been hearing from the woods behind his house. As he records, the microphone picks up a series of unsettling sounds drifting through the trees. Sharp whistles, distant whoops, and occasional echoing calls that rise and fade in the darkness. The pattern doesn't match any animals he's familiar with, and the way the noises seem to move through the forest leaves him uneasy. Listening back to the recording, Jake can't help but wonder if something unknown, maybe even a Bigfoot, is making its presence known just beyond the tree line. A call occurred on July 31st, 2021, on a rural stretch of Highway 210 in Pender County, North Carolina. The unnamed man, identified only as T in media reports, initially contacted emergency services to report a bloody man standing motionless on the side of the road. While he was speaking with the operator, he reported a loud thud and then began screaming that something had landed in the bed of his moving pickup truck. He cries out, "That's not human."
It is very hard to listen to that call to that 911 tape without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53E. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road. It's in my truck. In the bed.
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am. I just turned on my bed lights for my truck, and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck. He actually stated that he was able to engage his bed light and was able to somewhat identify this object that was in the back of his truck. At some point, he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway, where this thing stood up in the roadway, made its way to the wood line, and disappeared.